can we record this?
I am.
All right, we're going to record it if that's cool. Just want to get your unabashed feedback. I know you're not going to hold back. And kind of see what you like, what you don't like, if we should tweak anything. We're probably going to meet with a couple other people to get feedback, but I'm hoping that we're going to at least do a test launch, sometime in the next 3 months, hopefully. So, cool. Do you want to? Should we walk through the initial page, or should I just kind of show them the meat of it?
No,
What do you think?
I think we're not gonna walk through the sign.
The sign up.
The sign up, because I think the idea is to. I guess question for you, Bill. Do you, when you use any platform, do you sign up with your username and password, or do you use like your email account, like Gmail account or something like that?
I go both ways depending on how much I trust the site.
Okay. Well, right now we only have. Right now we only have name and password, but since it's tied to like a free trial, we're trying to figure out how much we're gonna charge, like how much we want to give for free. So the strategy to make money, we're still debating. So that's why we don't want to confuse you, but we're open for feedback. Like we can talk about that later. I think first we want to focus on the value of the app, and then we talk about like pricing maybe. Okay.
Cool.
So that's gonna work.
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on, let me get this going. Just share this. All right. I don't want to go to incognito. Let's go to regular. You see my screen, Bill?
I do.
All right, let me minimize
I have
that.
fiber internet now here.
Nice, super fast for Johnson City.
Yeah.
So as you recall, this is a portfolio sales optimizer. So it's kind of a, everyone tells you what to buy, no one tells you what to sell. So we've done it. We've kind of simplified the layout where you just come in and then you can load up a PDF, right? So we can go in here. Let me find. I think I have it in here. Here we go. This here's a simple one. So it loads up. So this is a Schwab statement, scrapes directly from the statement, and then goes, this is just a basic ETF strategy, and it's uploading. It takes, depending on how many securities you have, it takes a while. We have automatic uploads through Schwab and Fidelity. Ruben, I don't know your opinion on if it would work for kind of generic statements, if they have shares quantity ticker, or if it would break. But this shows kind of, what it is, quantity price shows you what it is. You accept it, and then you say how much you want to sell. So this would be not populated. You could say $10,000. And then there's a multi-factor algorithm, and then kind of smallest gains. So we'll run the multi-factor because it's more complex. Then it analyzes it.
And just to add a little bit more, that like we are starting with PDFs because we could potentially connect to your portfolio, but that involves us getting like
APIs directly from the custodians, which
so
is a whole nother level of security.
And it's a process.
There's
And
a suggestion already, because I deal with students who are not as bright as I would hope. You got prioritize smallest gains, and you could add to minimize taxes behind that.
Yeah.
Let people know why they want to do that.
Yeah, so just minimize taxes as a like.
But yeah, you should state that on your little heading there where it said prioritize smallest gains. They may not know why they want to do that.
that makes sense.
So here's a target amount, how much you're selling. It's a little bit more. And this one has 1,800 in capital gains, and then it kind of goes through what it's recommending to sell, right? Analyze securities, sell recommendation 1, VEA, which is basically EFA, as why you're selling it. It's putting it, basically the 52-week high. Some of these we're missing data points, like it's not pulling the PE ratio, but we do have the dividend yield. So basically at the back end, we have this multi-factor algorithm that looks at several different measures and then figures out mathematically, what is the most either overvalued or trash. I would say it leans more toward kind of valuation metrics when you're looking at like ETFs and funds, but it looks more at kind of quality metrics when you're looking at stocks, right? Because obviously there's a lot of stocks that are just garbage. So here's kind of an example. I'll send you the link. I don't think we sent it to you. You could kind of play around with it, but kind of showing some rationale as to why. Then on the bottom, it basically says there's all the pieces, shows you how many shares to sell for each, what the total is basis, then it has sales as a percentage, gains in each, and then losses. In this case, there's no losses. So what questions do you have, or what do you want to look at?
That's pretty fancy.
Is that good?
Another suggestion not to be a pain in the ass.
No, we want you to be a pain in the ass. That's part of the reason why I love you, is because you're an agreeable pain in the ass. It's like oxymoronic.
I really like all the recommendation, like super nice paragraph. Again, this is just kind of organizational sort of idea. Rather than all the justifications, maybe kind of a summary up top, sell this, this, and this, and kind of stop there. And then if you want more, then you have all this further down.
That makes sense. Where like kind of this would be highlighted.
Oh, so
If
you
you
got it there. Okay,
well, you have it, but we could put it up top and then have like an expand for rationale button.
Yeah.
Right.
Put that up top. Yes.
Okay.
So that'd be
I
an
really
easy
like
thing.
all the why you're doing it.
Yep. Some people might care, some people might not, but then we can expand it and then blow up all the data.
I totally put that at the top though.
Gotcha.
Okay. What is in on analysis details?
Where's it? Oh, here?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean we could kind of do the same for the other one. Like here's where it actually shows the unrealized gain and loss and everything. Most people probably aren't gonna look or care unless they're doing the min gains. But I think we could do the same and like compress it and just put it to the bottom.
So if you had 10 securities, it would look at all of them.
Yeah, I mean I can show you an example. Let me do my IRA one. It has like 30 securities. It has individual stocks. So this pulls for all, it can do all mutual funds, all individual stocks. I mean, other than some penny stocks, and then all ETFs. IRA, I think it's in here. Hold on. It's in here. I think it's in here.
We got to sell short Six Flags today.
Oh, if I could predict the future.
I was going to do the anti-Taylor Swift trade.
That's probably.
Damn it, totally forgot about that till now.
Let me search for Dan. I just did it earlier. What the heck is it? Dan. Everything says Dan.
Did you
Oh,
open
that
it right? Like,
Yeah, I mean it's recent. No, don't want that one. I want the IRA.
My advice is, you should get nervous when the stock goes up because Taylor Swift's boyfriend bought it. Or fiance, whatever the hell he is now.
does he have a tracker?
I'm just gonna do this.
I mean, a track record. All athletes end up losing all their money.
No, but like is there a page to track him?
We don't want this one.
I don't know. Apparently, it got leaked that he bought 9% of Six Flags. And the stock, I don't know, tripled or something.
9%.
Yeah, I didn't buy a trivial amount. I guess he's up a bunch of money now.
Here's one. It's gonna take a minute though. There's a bunch of ETFs and some stocks.
Yep.
How's school going?
The administrative state is rearing its ugly head, but otherwise, pretty good, I guess.
How do you think the caliber of students have changed in the last 5 years post-COVID? Is it
The
same?
average the average is down, but the top end seems to be better.
So those are going to be the people that run the AI. Everyone else is
Yeah,
screwed.
we really got the top 10% of our students. It's the best I've seen in a long time.
Why don't you give us a couple? We're always hiring. We'll snag a couple. Are they going to move to Louisville or Bowling Green?
They would. I'll send them your way. I've got a couple. I'll tell them to look into you.
Yeah, have them check it out. Yeah, I think Mattingly is about to hire a new person Q1 next year or Q2. All right, so.
Already got $110,000 offer, but that's an exception, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean we're not going to pay people 110 out of school, no chance.
Yeah, most of them are getting 60ish.
Yeah, I mean they make almost that if you go to like New York, but like good luck. All right, let me do like 25,000. So this is 25,000 multi-factor.
So there is a way that we could do this faster, but it will just cost more to us. So we're using.
Yeah, do you think the slowness is a problem?
No, it makes me feel better about it that it's actually doing something.
Got it. Versus it, plus it has sped aside all this
There's like
information.
an instantaneous thing, I'd be actually more nervous about it.
Gotcha. So here's 25,000. It's $77 over. Here's your capital gains. Here's the AI summary. This is all the securities it looked at. There's the details, and then it gets down to it's selling international small cap in wide mode, which is like a quality index.
So why did it only come up with 2?
Because it is we're only needing 25,000 out of like $1 million account.
Okay.
If I made it like 250,000.
Why did you just pick those 2? What's behind the little scene here?
So basically, there's the multi-factor algo that gives a preference rank, and then it's recommending to sell all of.
Based on value and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a combination of value and momentum.
Shouldn't that be covered in the paragraph? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we could. Yeah, I do think that's probably a good idea as far as like what the algorithm looks at, maybe. Like, what would you want it to say as far as to give more detail on why it chose these two things? Because if you go to AVDV, let's just look at it real quick. So, so the lowest ranking security, it's close to its 52-week high, trading strong, good opportunity to lock in gains, yield of 348, decent yield, PE ratio. Ruben, we got to figure out what's going on with this PE ratio. They're all listing as 0. We either got to take it out or we got to find something, figure out what's going on.
Yeah, you don't want that in there.
Yeah. Or at least we got to say it's like...
That will make me question whether that was the one that should have been sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be good for the user to understand at a high level. Do you think, Bill, that this is too much text? Is this useful, like the text part, or not? Like, out of everything that you've seen, it's too much, right? Okay. Yeah, because if you...
It's a lot.
Yeah. So...
I'm trying to look at what I don't like or wouldn't use.
So... What we could do...
Well, like the 52-week range analysis. That's a lot of writing just to kind of say it's $88 and the 52-week low to high is, I don't know, 80 to 90.
So do you think we could maybe put like, section 1, 2, 3 and condense it into a paragraph? And just put like a paragraph of like explanation?
Or do you think it would be better if it was a visual? If we just had like maybe 3... I'm thinking of like 3 thermometers, and it shows like, high on momentum, cheap on valuation. As far as like maybe deciles or quartiles where it lines up.
I would, since you keep saying the same thing over and over, to me that screams why it's just in the table. So you'd have your stock, like on the very left side, stock name, next column, sells the share, next column, expected proceeds, and maybe the next 3 or 4 columns, or graph like you just mentioned, the rationale behind that. So one column be overall ranking, 52-week range.
Maybe we just add
That
them
seems
here.
like the easy
Yeah.
one there.
Yeah.
Because you're saying the same thing for every cell. To me, that screams graph or column.
Yeah, meaning like if you could click for more detail and then it just opens up and gives you.
We can just put it there.
Yeah.
There is enough room.
Sure.
Okay, so we can make that change.
That would probably be up at the top where you maybe have your little graph. So you got sales recommendation, your graph of why, and then if they want to read all that stuff, that would be lowered it down.
Gotcha. But we still need some sort of visualization or brief writing on why.
Yeah, a quick table, because I don't want to read 12 lines for every stock that got sold. It's too much.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
So also we have, this was some of the old functionality we had. So we have like this generic research thing. You could plug it in if you want to just get some info on a ticker. I know it's nothing super fancy, but it does give you a couple of unique data points that may be harder to get on like a, returns year by year, different alphas, max drawdowns. And then we have, this is just kind of like a generic buy list. We call trending opportunities, but we don't call it buy list. Just things that screen well on the algorithms, kind of the opposite of the sell list. And then you can come in and like click on it if you wanted to get some quick research on it. But that's pretty much it. We just simplified it and we try to make it easy so people can upload their, PDFs quickly and then get some information.
That's quite a bit. But yeah, that would not be an area I would concentrate on until later.
Yeah. Like we just want this to be useful enough that somebody's gonna actually pay a couple bucks a month to have it.
Yep. I'd say your summary at top, and the table that has all of them, and kind of the why part, and then if you need more information.
I'm gonna show
you almost could get to where you click each security when it does all that writing that you had below, because you don't want to load up a page that's, I don't know, 3 feet down. So
yeah, I mean it could be huge. Like if you're selling a third of your portfolio, it might have 12 securities, right? And it would be a lot of data.
That'd be too much.
But like my thought on the use case is for the average investor that's maybe liquidating $5 or $10 a month to live off of, who are retired, like this could be something they do to help their decision making on what they sell.
No, it's super useful.
What's your thought as far as retail use for like individuals versus like analysts and like B2B? Or if you have no opinion, that's cool too.
I would see it could be equally useful to both.
We've been talking, this is on the go-to-market part, and my opinion is more on the let's get users that might use this on a daily basis, right? Like if this helps upload multiple portfolios and kind of help prepare the analyst, then we can guarantee some revenue there. What I'm concerned with direct users is like, I don't know how often people are selling and they might cancel and churn. And also getting those users might cost us more. Well, I'd rather sit with an analyst and try to be like, what's their pain point every day? Like how long this takes them, and kind of make a business use case and return to that company, right? Like a small firm. I don't know how those firms work, but I'm just thinking like it's more of like guaranteed revenue if we get it right.
To me, that would seem to be the way to go. Angle of business instead of the individual, but I don't know enough about the marketing part of that.
The marketing on the business side is just, what I think. If I were to attack, there are a lot of disruptions on industries right now. Basically, you just sit with a user and you just understand what they're doing. In this case, the portfolio managers, and you see how much they use.
Like a group package for like 25 logins or 100 logins.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and you charge whatever.
Yeah, we'll make the math work, right? Because our cost is, we have a flat rate on just the app, but every time we do an analysis, it has certain cost. So we will have to work the math there.
Really?
Yeah, because
So
what
every
we're
time you run an analysis, it costs you.
right, because what we're doing is we're using AI to extract the information from the PDF,
Hmm?
and then
We got to run it on our databases and pull information.
yeah, and then the summary is also using AI. So, and that costs per what is called token, which is a character. I mean, it's super
How much
cheap.
can it possibly cost? That's got to be trivial, or is it not?
It's not. It's nothing. We're talking about
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. I mean, the average person is going to run this one time a month. An analyst might run it 5 to 10 times a day, but some of it also depends on if you have 7 securities versus 150,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
But we're thinking like the cost of that analysis is on the ballpark of less than $1 per million characters. So imagine all that PDF. If you count all the characters, just think about it like as $1 in and $1 for the $1 going in and $1 coming out. So maybe not even. I'm sorry, $1 per million characters. So you have it's super cheap, but we definitely have to.
Yeah, but if someone's running it, 40 times a day, and they're paying $5 a month, it's going to lose money, right?
Yeah. So it's a tricky part. I think the industry is still trying to understand how to pass that charge to users, but I can figure that out. It's more about like how to make users stick with the product right now.
Is it browser only still? I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an app. It's not like a downloadable app for your phone.
Yeah.
I tried to create one, and I ended up into La La Land.
I mean, we could definitely do it. It would just be whatever. We're not going to spend more money on development
That'd be
until
fun. That'd probably be a ton of money.
we got to make sure that we can actually make money doing
We
it.
can make it mobile friendly, and I think it's sort of mobile friendly, but just the amount of
So I
data.
can pull up the browser on my phone, and this would work.
There might be some things where there might be too much and you have to zoom in.
Right. It theoretically would work.
Theoretically, yes. It will be a
Other
real.
than getting PDFs loaded in.
Yeah, but I don't think this. We'll have to slightly change this to actually fit.
And then your PDF, was that drag and drop only, or was there also load up?
Like a manual load.
Yes.
I think we don't we still have the Excel option, or did we get rid of that? Did we get rid of that? We used to have the manual load, but we got rid of it because everyone complained because it took way too long.
Yeah, I think we can. It's not a huge time investment to just read, basically whatever the user wants. We just thought like uploading like a PDF.
No, I agree. I'm just talking about here. You dragged and dropped. Oh no, you can't browse files. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's you can browse or drop or
Okay.
yeah.
So I often don't know where my files are, but I can browse for them.
Yeah. Any other things that you would like to see? I mean, we're trying to really pinpoint the use case. We're trying to find our users still.
Right.
I feel like.
Here's my only, for me, final issue. In terms of how it actually works, I'm still not 100% certain. I guess you wouldn't want to give all this information away, or someone just do it themselves.
Yeah, I mean there needs to be a layer of secrecy,
Right.
but you also want to tell them that you want to legitimize it, right?
But yeah, so the multi-factor, and maybe that's on your front page, but not exactly, but more or less how that's working. Like it considers
Like the why we are recommending.
momentum, PEs, 52-week high-low, assuming all that is some percentage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we got like 1 year minus 1 month momentum. We got high, low, and P's. We have PEs. We have dividend yields. There's like revenue growth and earnings growth on the stocks. We don't have that on the ETFs.
Why is that? Okay, why is that better than just picking at random? Did you find that it was or it wasn't, or you don't know?
I mean, it's a valid point. I mean, we didn't do like a exhaustive test on it being better. We did look at like we have some data on like historically how often securities do better, you know, with better versions of the metrics, and on average it's better as you would think. But the error bars obviously are huge. Like the whole problem with this is like error bars are hugely significant as far as variance on upside and downside, right? So yes, if you ran it 1,000,000 times, it should be better, right? If you run it 5 times, there's a massive amount of luck.
Well, I figured that, but I was just wondering the logic of those particular metrics.
Sure.
So you got some rationale for all those.
Yes. The question is, how much do you want to disclose the detail of all that, right?
Maybe not on the website, but when you're selling it, you probably want something.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to go business to business.
Yeah, business to business, for sure.
Yeah.
I think retail is probably less.
I'd be ready for those questions. I mean, if I'm, I don't know, head manager of my minions over the financial planning firm, the trainer financial planning firm, and I'm thinking about getting this for our group.
Yeah,
I want to know why you use those, and is it in your least experience that they actually work?
It actually amazes me. I've been seeing other people like recommendations and what to buy and sell, and it's like a lot of they just pull screens and it's like, yeah, this is a good buy. I'm like, it's like okay,
investors.
It's like, all right, and it's like the story, or like, okay, who's the CEO, or it's like all these random data points that are not super consistent across all the time. It's like, and that's where like that's me not knowing about finance at all, right? For me, I'm an engineer. I'm like, hey, you look at A, B, C, D, and those are the things that we're going to go with, like, so I'm trying to understand like how much of that conversation with our advisor is like, hey, just trust me, versus like, this is the data and I gotta explain the data.
Where do you think you're going to get in trouble? Say you say sell X, and the user of said account here, X goes up, I don't know, 30%. Because a lot of people don't look at things after they sell them.
Yeah, I mean,
so that would be helpful.
Like,
so I can see where people might get irritated.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's a risk, for sure. Like it's gonna happen.
Without question.
Right. Like you're gonna say, "Hey, sell this," and then the next day there's a merger and it's up 30%.
Yeah.
Right. That doesn't irritate you as much as you didn't get out and it's down 30%, even though it's the same. I don't know. People like to be told what to do. Looks good, guys. I have to admit, it's way better than when you started.
Yeah. So what would appease your analytical brain on understanding the algorithm enough that you think it's legitimized without basically getting a full white paper that outlines exactly what it is?
For me, I'd like to see the map that if you sell stocks that have momentum of X, they're less likely to move up with the market over the next 6 months.
Gotcha.
So for all your little strategies, do they on average work, each one by itself? And then you can claim, we're using all 8 of them. You don't have to say what percentages you're using. And we feel that by using all 8 of these, which tend to work, at least over time and on average, that these would be optimal sales. That would be a very good strong point.
I mean, we have data on all the stocks going back to like 2020. So like we could run it on what the algorithm rank was and the forward-looking one-year return or something, right? Like we could definitely pull that over the last 6 years or 5 years.
And you can use that for the marketing advertising part.
Yeah.
Without saying too much, obviously, then you get all sorts of legal issues. But
yeah. And then people are going to try to just do it themselves. Although, I mean,
I don't know so much about that. I mean, if you have 12 different things,
Yeah, you can't really build it.
themselves.
Like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to build it on your own without like significant programming.
I guess question. I guess question for
You
you
wouldn't even
both.
have to tell them all your metrics. You say, here are some of our bigger ones.
Yeah.
Will you, if it's a business to business model, I guess how much will the user want to manipulate those or create their own sort of analysis?
Meaning like custom algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
We could.
I wouldn't go that route.
Yeah, I mean the problem is then they're just gonna bastardize it and it's not gonna work.
Yeah, the great thing about it is now that it tells you what to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that would be a can of worms.
Yeah, I would not open that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna fix the
layout.
layout, and I think we have to do a little bit better job on the data analysis. We have some zeros. We just want to make sure that we are not.
Yeah, you don't want those in there. And I would even say have some sort of a code where if it comes out 0,
Yeah.
that particular sentence then doesn't show up on the reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of data quality. I think we've. It seems like the UX and what it's doing, it's at a good state. I think we need to go back and look at the data basically.
There might be bigger issues for the ETFs.
I mean, it's definitely an issue for some of the ETFs and like small caps. In some of the small caps, the data quality is just not that good as far as the consistency of pulling data, and sometimes they just get updated less frequently.
Any company with a negative earnings, does your model, if it's got a PE of 0, throw that out then? Or is it
Yeah, you know, I mean, if a company has negative earnings, it's a negative mark.
Okay.
Like it's basically for that metric, it's like the worst it could be. But we don't have, so it's sort of binary in that one. It's not like if you're negative $1 or negative like 10,000 or negative $1 billion, like it's still bad. But it doesn't. There's not like a magnitude of badness on that one.
Yeah, you need to restate that sentence somehow.
Yeah.
Delete it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's a problem, especially with any ones that are missing data or just have stale
I guess
data.
you could use a price sales sort of thing, but that gets messy. And that's different for a bunch of different industries.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think we're taking any account for industries or.
Yeah, I mean, we're not making derivations on industries. There's like a uniform.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
That's
we have a master algorithm. Otherwise, like, you can make it infinitely complex, and it might not even be better.
That's pretty good.
So, what do you think are like the 3 most important things that we need to address before anyone would be willing to pay for this?
Big one's that layout. Number 1. Number 2, I would start your first page of why it works. That companies with Explementum or up at their 52-week highs or whatever it is, the on average over time sort of idea, that these tend to not keep up with the market. These are better options to sell. And you really only need probably 3 or 4 of those up there of why this site's going to do better than just selling at random. That would be 2. I didn't really see 3. I think it's simple, keep it simple. Don't get your page 30 pages long when the output comes out. And do something about that PE first.
So why it
Or
works.
any other where it comes out weird, you need to have an if-then error. That statement doesn't show up in. I don't know if that would be easy to do or not. It seems like it would be. Have some other just generic statement. The PE ratio is just is not a good company to hold sort of idea.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we work on that.
Ruben, you got any questions for Dr. Trainer? Now's your chance. What do you got?
Don't buy Six Flags.
No,
There's my advice to you.
I like to work with the layout and keep it simple. And check that number. That's all. And
Looks good, guys. I hope this runs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hope so too. Otherwise, we
It's a
just
great
wasted
idea.
5 years.
Well, we've been
Don't use it.
we've been iterating on it for a while. You know, it's
It's a major hole in the market on what to sell. There's no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
and I
Now,
try to pay attention to a lot of like startups and companies coming up with stuff like that, and it's still a hole. So
No, it's definitely a hole. And whether this fills it, I think it's going to be more marketing than it is what you have.
Oh, for sure.
That's good. Can you get it out there and people see it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a noisy marketing environment that we now have.
Yeah, everyone's getting blasted by everything.
right.
All right, thanks, Bill. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
We'll talk
We
soon.
appreciate the feedback.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
make some
guys.
tweaks, and I'll let you know if you would be willing to hop on for 30 minutes more. But
Yeah,
I do.
absolutely.
We are hoping that sooner rather than later we'll actually launch this thing. But it sounds like we're closer.
Yeah, I think eventually you just got to do it.
Yeah, you're right. Like you got to do it and iterate. It's never going to be perfect.
Just like Microsoft.
Yeah. Our problem is we're not copycatting it. Someone already that has a product that works.
That's true.
It's a blue
That's a
ocean.
good thing.
It's blue ocean, but you can also drown.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So-
Thank you.
Later.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.